What's going on YouTube? Roachsaurus here, back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a look at Fortnite waging war against video games. What exactly does this mean, and what exactly is going on? Well, let's go ahead and find out.
Fortnite's war against every video game started strong. Festival took over Rock Band, Rocket Racing fought Mario Kart,
yeah, I
but
forgot they did that.
later, and some have flatlined. This wasn't discouraging. Fortnite has their sights on some of the biggest names in the industry. The messages, they are coming for everyone. Now, this was not surprising. Sure. It was
yeah, because they've had what? They just did Ballistic Mode, which copies Valorant and fucking CSGO. They also did, I mean, the creative map mode itself resembles Roblox. So they've even went after them in their own way. And then, like he said, you know, BR was another one. Originally, this game was not made for BR. This game was just like a story mode, like survival game. And then they copied PUBG with that. So I mean, this game is just all about that. And you know what? It's all right. You want to know why? I think it's all right because they actually do it right. Now, there are still bugs, like, say, with Ballistic, where people are getting mad in ranked mode on desync and stuff, and kills that, well, shouldn't be killed, or shots through walls and stuff like that, but I feel like those issues will get resolved over time.
Actually evident on day one of Fortnite Battle Royale. You see, BR itself wasn't an original idea. The very existence of the game is because they wanted to make their own version of PUBG, so Epic trendjacked at just the right time. Its massive success put Epic on defense. Every developer then dropped their own BR, like Apex Legends, and Fortnite was terrified of losing players to it. So they gave away their battle pass for free, and then the rest was easy. First, you take all of their most attractive features, pinging, looting vaults with a keycard, and most importantly, reboot vans. Then Call of Duty's Warzone dropped, and not long after, bounties you could track down, a gold system, even tactical sprint was praised by the players. Fortnite had cemented themselves as the #1 battle royale, but this moment right here created a mission. Why are we only making just one game? At this point, it was obvious that Fortnite was branching out of just being a BR game. They wanted the power to be transferred to the players. At the start, it was very simple. Players can make a death run or a custom map for the
And I really liked that they did this as well. Like, this opened up a whole new format for them to keep people playing Fortnite.
The lobby's very limited stuff. But in 2020, Fortnite took it too far. It was locked down for the world, and the game Among Us started blowing up. A new plan was formed. When you understand the reason Fortnite was successful in the first place, it's because they took a game concept and made their own version, so this next part will make sense. A new top secret project was created, and by August, we were introduced to imposters. At first glance, it looked like a completely original take on the whodunit genre, until people actually started playing it. You were agents who had to complete tasks without getting killed by imposters, let you report bodies, call emergency meetings, and vote.
I didn't see this one. I don't know where I was when this mode came out, but I wasn't around for it.
To eject people from the map. But when people looked at the mini-map and compared it to the layout of the Among Us map, it was way too similar. But when I say people looked at the map, I mean the developers of Among Us. They quickly caught on to the fact that Fortnite just ripped them off without asking for permission or even giving them a chance for a crossover. They immediately began calling Epic Games out, saying it was disappointing and would have just been cool if they collabed. So when caught in the headlights, Epic saw this and apologized. They talked to the Among Us devs privately, and it wasn't long before we got an official crossover.
Oh, yeah, I was here for the back bling crossover. I must have just been, I don't know what I was doing, to be honest. I definitely didn't see that, though.
It was at this exact moment Imposters was doomed. Updates stopped coming out, and 1 year later, it was permanently deleted from Fortnite. Epic learned their lesson, and now they would act on it. Fall Guys was another competitor, and instead of...
Oh yeah, and by act on it, I think they went out and... when they want to copy games now or bring concepts from games into their own game, is what they do is they collab with the game developer. They'll bring, like, what is this game called again? Fall Guys and other titles.
They went on a spending spree, acquiring not just Fall Guys, but Rocket League, Harmonix, and revealing a partnership with Lego.
Oh, the Lego collab? Costed them so much money. I forget what it was. Yeah, Epic Games and the Lego Group's collaboration cost $1 billion in their partnership to get Lego in there. They spent $1 billion, chat, on just that collaboration alone.
Are turning Fall Guys and Rocket League into free-to-play models just like Fortnite was. But they weren't done. In the background, they were taking developers from those games
Oh, they've
and
been
putting them on
buying the
secret
developers.
projects, a way to turn Fortnite into the only game you needed to play.
Lego Fortnite is actually crazy though, to be honest. I'm so glad we got Lego Fortnite.
Every single Fortnite skin was turned into a Lego minifigure to explore their open world survival game.
Not every Fortnite character skin is a Lego, has their own Lego. I don't believe Deadpool has one right now, and I'm pretty sure there's a few others that don't have them yet. Not to say that they won't, but they don't have them right now.
Minecraft was sweating. Looking at the blocky mechanics, different biomes and enemies, or the ability to create your very own village brick by brick and live with your friends. Fortnite had declared war against every genre they can, and just a few days later, racing was under attack. Now, Rocket Racing was arguably one of the more original games of them all. This took inspiration from Mario Kart and GTA Racing, sure, but it was entirely made in the Rocket League universe, and even rewarded people who played the original game. Any car you own in Rocket League automatically becomes free to use in Fortnite, not just for the racing, but even normal Battle Royale. And unlike Mario Kart, fans are able to design their very own racetrack from scratch that anyone can play. But despite the fact Rocket Racing had lots of promise, the player count wasn't keeping up. And that's mainly because Fortnite's existing users didn't download the game to drive cars, it was to shoot guns and get eliminations. The player count fizzled quickly, and Fortnite secretly ended up dropping support for this mode. Musical games were now in the crosshairs, but Fortnite's directly took on Guitar Hero, or more so Rock Band. Once again, you can't get called out for stealing if you buy the developers of Rock Band and some Guitar Hero games, and now full focus would be on Fortnite Festival. The mode had a full team behind it, dropping a handful of new songs
Yeah, I don't know what this festival's about, so I'm interested to see what he's gonna say.
every week. Not only that, but just like Lego, Festival had its very own battle pass and seasons. Every few months, a new massive real-life artist would become the headliner with their own cosmetics and songs to use.
Okay.
While it's not the most popular mode in terms of players, it gets more updates than any other game outside of Battle Royale, all thanks to the star appeal of its battle passes. All the songs you buy also work as emotes you could use to make songs with friends, making it seamless with Battle Royale. It sounds like all these modes are great adaptations of their genres, but what happens when Epic's war backfires? Fall Guys was bought in 2021, and Epic was able to pump a ton of resources into Mediatonic. This allowed them to go free to play, add battle passes, and open the door to a ton of crossovers they could have never gotten before. But just 2 years later, Epic realized they had spent way too much money on their vision, and this would have a human toll.
Well, the Bay Area's Epic Games, maker of Fortnite, is laying off hundreds of employees.
Oh, what? They ended up laying off employees because they spent way too much money. How do you not calculate for that ahead of time? Like, what was going on in the back end?
Workers were notified today about the job cuts. They'll affect about 16% of the workforce, around 830 people. In a letter to employees, CEO Tim Sweeney said he's trying to reverse what he called unrealistic spending.
That's right, over 800 people had lost their jobs as a result of the metaverse, and the hardest hit area was Mediatonic. Them buying the company was meant to secure their future. Instead, they were now gutting the team. Developers who were working on Fall Guys called it decimation, with barely anyone left, and rumors began to circle that the studio could close for good. Now, Epic Games was quick to tell us that Fall Guys was still a company priority, however, the work spoke for itself. After September 2023, Fall Guys would go from almost weekly updates to fans being lucky to see a news post every few months. It seems the true ambition was custom.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I played Fall Guys. Like, it's fun to play once in a while, but it's not like one of those games I want to hop on and play like for 4 hours every night.
Fall Guys maps, and just like Lego, they were taking every single outfit
So I think a lot of that like corresponds with like how Rocket Racing went.
and turning it into a bean version for free. While it has been the most underwhelming of all of Fortnite's modes, there is still plenty of room to improve. Now, it might not have been these games which forced the layoffs at all. A lot of people claim it was Fortnite creative. You see, in Epic's version of the metaverse, they want to be the ones controlling it, but not the ones actually building it. Instead, Fortnite is turning into a platform where anybody could load in, make their very own game, and just make a living from it. Games like Roblox do this by allowing people to add microtransactions, and it's very profitable, but it also means that most Roblox games are almost impossible to play without sinking hours into it or spending a few Robux to make progress. Now, Epic Games wants to avoid this at all costs. They want the player experience to come first, so they came up with a very, very risky solution. 40% of all Fortnite revenue will be sent to creative builders. The money is then distributed to whoever gets the most players and the longest playtime, causing map makers to directly compete with Epic for people's attention. It was the next generation of Fortnite creative, known as UEFN. When you now load into the game, you struggle to even find the actual Battle Royale modes, as they're hidden alongside a treasure trove of UEFN maps. Now, copying trends is up to the players. Only Up took the internet by storm, and within days, someone recreated it in Fortnite and got over 100,000 concurrent players. Epic wasn't the only one waging war on other games. Their players were now too. So, the lessons they learned from their new modes was that the players wanted shooter games. And when Call of Duty dropped with Rebirth, Fortnite met them with Reload. Set on a custom island inspired by Chapter 1, not only did this bank on fan nostalgia, it was a way to play BR without worrying about losing your progress every game. You could respawn as long as your team wasn't fully out, and they took the success and brought the OG map back permanently.
This was probably one of their biggest comebacks yet, was with the OG map. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like it was. Personally, because everyone loved OG. Everyone. And granted, like, OG's been gone for so long, like, for some people, when you load it into OG, after playing retail for so long and all the changes that have been made, a lot of people are actually upset with how it was. It's just more of a nostalgia kick, I guess, than anything.
The hits kept coming. Counter-Strike and Valorant have the most concurrent players in strategy shooter games.
Now we got Ballistic.
And when First Person was announced, it was only a matter of time before this happened. 4 years ago, seeing a tactical shooter in Fortnite, it would have been out of the question. No one was expecting this, and yet it's more proof that Epic are willing to take on any genre. There was no slowing down. I'm talking days later, their LEGO account posted a cryptic tweet. It was just an image, but in that photo, it looked oddly familiar to fans.
Crossover. Yep.
They had recreated the poster for Grand Theft Auto 6 and done it to tease yet another brand new mode, LEGO Brick Life. Yeah, they were smart enough to capitalize on the meme that GTA 6 still wasn't out yet, using it to dunk on rocks.
I have played LEGO Brick Life in Fortnite. It is nothing like GTA. It is very limited and bare bones on what you can do exactly. Now, basically, you can just set up a house and customize your house how you want, kind of like in Sims. And then you go and you get a job in the city and you make money, and then you spend the money on more house items. That's basically all I've seen the game mode be. And it's very underwhelming, actually. I was expecting way more out of LEGO Brick Life.
Star, also dropping their very own open world sandbox mode. Now Fortnite players could run around a city, buy a house, getting a job, driving cars. Only problem is it's LEGO, so no guns allowed. Instead, they opted for a family-friendly version of GTA that parents could actually let their kids play. If anything, this entire mode's existence, it's just a flex from Epic that they could do anything. What will Epic accomplish next? Well, it's a new extraction mode. Escape from Tarkov is in crosshairs, but that doesn't mean it's the end of their life. Fortnite can copy, steal, or take inspiration, however you want to call it, from every game, but that doesn't mean it'll always be better. Ballistic doesn't feel as great as Counter-Strike, and Rocket Racing hardly made a dent with racing games. One thing is for sure, you'll be able to play every type of game in the coming years. The goal isn't to kill other games, but simply make them more accessible. It's been Tommy, keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that last statement that he said. I don't think it was Epic trying to kill the games. I think they were just competing and trying to get more people to come play their games, or have a different stylized version of each game mode, all in one area at the tip of your fingertips. Hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you head over to the page, hit that like button, scroll over, smash that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for future video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.